All right. The main part of the story, you need to put yourself in a predicament where you let go and you're not desperate, whether it's dating or if you want something. So I eventually was given my documentation back, and the lady told me that my passport is going to be ready at the same day at 3 p.m. that day. I had no expectations. I was expecting my passport to be done in 2 or 3 weeks. And at the bottom of my heart, I wasn't desperate to get my passport. I needed it, but I also knew that it was out of my control. Another thing, I ended up paying less than what I had thought I was going to pay. All right, but the point of the matter, my standards were I'm getting this passport, right? Whether it's today or in 3 weeks. I'm not caving, I'm not walking away. I am sticking to my standards of my expectation of this passport, right? And when you show up like that internally without like desperately, I need this passport, people around you can sense that sense of calm. So when you're operating when you don't operating when you stop operating from lack and desperation, things flow to you easily. All right, so when I got delivered this news that the passport is going to be ready today, I was like, I even told the lady, are you serious? And she's like, yeah, it is. And I had let go of the concept of needing the passport. So that's just literally where the story is coming from, right? I said my intention when I left home said that I'm getting this passport, whether it's do or die, whether it's today or in 3 weeks. I got dressed for the occasion, which was me showing up at the passport place. And I said to myself, whether this passport comes today or in 3 weeks, at the end of the day, my bottom line is I am going to own an American passport. Now, how can you put this in your dating life, right? And it all worked out effortlessly. I did not have to fight stress. I didn't even have to pay more than I was meant to pay. You need to set the intention. I'm only going to date this type of person, right? That is a provider and a protector, right? Secondly, you need to show up as someone that is willing to date those kind of people. Dress like the occasion, dress for the occasion. Look around, look at the woman that live the life that you want to live. Show up as those, as a version of those women. But of course, you need to put a twist of it that is personalized to you. And then you need to let it go and say, whether this happens today or tomorrow, I am not going to settle for anything less than this life that I know I am destined to have, right? So that's basically the truth of the story. Like, it worked out without me even stressing or fighting or arguing with anybody. I just set my intention, got ready for the occasion, and I told myself I'm not settling for anything. I'm not leaving this country unless I have an American passport. I could use my South African passport, but the point of the matter is where I am mentally. I want to travel in a certain way. I don't want to be applying for visas. I don't want to be